All right, good morning, everyone. My bad for the late stream. I had to restart my PC. I accidentally left it on all night. All right, let's look at NASDAQ. We actually barely moved overnight, or at least that's what it looks like. Which I would say is good. Not gonna lie. Might actually see good direction for this New York session. And today I'll be looking around kind of this area here. I've been looking at this area for a while. Um, it's just kind of support and resistance. We're rejecting it right here. Broke past it, turned into support. Broke past it. It looks like we kind of retested this area yesterday and rejected it, and we're retesting it again. So I'm glad the market is most likely gonna open up around this area because I think it's a really good area of interest. We also have this 1 hour supply zone around the same kind of area, which is good. I do like that. I'll probably be looking at this zone to actually trade. So hopefully the market kind of stays around here, and then once it opens up, then we tap the zone. Yeah, that's probably the main zone I'm going to be looking at. We also have a 30-minute supply zone in this area. This could be a 30-minute demand zone here. This could too. I'm pretty sure we don't have any news today either. Blew my account and always on London session. Yeah, if we look at London, it looks very low volume, very wiki as well. So it looks like it was pretty hard to trade unless you were like a very, you know, in and out type of scalper. We got a lot of zones on Nasdaq, which I like. Yeah, I like how Nasdaq looks. We haven't touched VWAP in about almost 12 hours. So I won't be surprised if we touch it once the market opens up. Okay. Let me change this. There we go. Yeah, I don't see any more zones. But that's fine. I like the ones I have marked down. So let's look at US 30, which is back at yesterday's opening range. Yesterday, I don't know, US 30. I mean, it kind of looks similar to NASDAQ, I guess. First kind of 15 minutes were great, and then it kind of chops up. Okay, okay. Got this daily zone here. This could really be a good target if the market goes lower. US 30, very close to all-time highs, has a 4-hour supply zone right at all-time highs. What else? Mm, I mean, I guess this could be a zone. It's not really that good. Let me measure it. 59. Okay. It's bigger than the basing candle. I'll mark it. Oops. Let's see. I'd really want a zone around this area here. But I'm not gonna lie, I won't be on the charts too long today. This is gonna be a very quick stream. I do not feel good. Let's see. What's wrong is that time of the month. Like, if you're a girl, you know that time of the month. My back hurt. Damn, I don't see a lot of zones on US 30. Let's see. I'll definitely be looking more at NASDAQ today. I like the zones better. The zones that have close to price on US 30 are on a smaller time frame. Yeah. How much minute? Oh my gosh, we got a lot of time. 14 minutes. Let's see. Forex Factory. Double check there's no news. What day is it? The 9th. Yeah, I don't see anything. I mean, there's 10 a.m. news, but it's not high impact. Damn. For some reason, my login at Market Edge wasn't working, so I can't check the Trump tracker. Damn. Let's check out Bitcoin. Oh, it's still around the 62,000. I had a nice pullback, kind of. This is a daily candle. Yeah, barely moved on Monday. That's so weird seeing a Sunday candle, but it's crypto. I haven't looked at gold in a while. Okay, okay. I mean, I don't look at it much, so I don't know. Honestly, I thought gold was closer to all-time highs. Crude oil. I don't know, looks choppy. I've seen a lot of people trade copper. I've never traded copper, but I definitely have looked at it. Nvidia, very close to all-time highs. Not surprised. ES looks very similar to NASDAQ. Damn, I wish I could check the Trump tracker. Do you trade the CPI? No. Like the news? I've definitely traded CPI a couple times, but only with evals. Bro, my back hurts. The first time I traded CPI was pretty bad. It was a bad CPI candle. It was one of those candles where like it has huge wicks on both sides. So I just blew my eval in like 2 seconds. But there has been a couple times where, I place the order on both sides and it plays out well and I pass accounts. But like at the end of the day, it's like 50-50. It's gonna either you're gonna pass your account or you're gonna blow it. So you have to be fine with both. News tomorrow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure tomorrow's CPI. Pretty slow week. And next week slow week when it comes to news, right? I think so far it's been all right in the markets. But next week is FOMC. Yeah, FOMC, yeah. On the Wednesday. So I probably won't trade Monday and Tuesday. I don't know if I'll stream either. If I do stream, I'll probably trade like a eval. What's your bias? I hate to create a bias, but I don't know. I'm kind of thinking if we reject this 1 hour supply zone up here, which if you zoom out, this area is definitely important on the bigger time frame. It's like an area of support and resistance. So I'm trying to see if we retest it and come back down. Or obviously if we start getting above these levels, then I think it'll come up to the 200s, to this 4 hour supply zone. But we'll see. We'll see. I will say this is a pretty big zone, which kind of makes it hard for me to get a really good entry, because usually I get the entry on like a smaller zone and it's easier. But with this zone, it's bigger. So I just have to read the price action. And then I would say wait for confirmation, but honestly, sometimes waiting for extra confirmation is bad. You just kind of have to trust your analysis and take the risk. That's what I've learned. Every time, okay, not every time, but most of the time when I wait for like extra confirmation, it causes me to get a later entry and then it like kind of messes up the trade in a way. Yo, here she is barking. Guys, you guys know how yesterday we were, well, my mom was babysitting a baby downstairs And what was it? We had Lila in the cage. She's a dog. Okay, Lila. I don't know if you guys know, but I have four German shepherds, two boys, two girls, two mom and dad, two daughter and son. They're from the same litter. They had a litter, right? And the daughter, Lila, she's very energetic. And she's just energetic. You guys know how energetic dogs are. They could be a lot, right? And Luna, the mom, she's ever since she had the litter, she's been on like mommy mode, you know? And when the baby was here, she was on mommy mode. She was sitting next to the baby, kind of being like overprotective in a way. I don't know. She kept smelling the baby, sitting next to it. You know, she was on mommy mode, basically. And Lila, the daughter, the dog, for some reason, she has an obsession with her mom, Luna, you know, the other dog. And she's always like, you know, getting her to play, you know, always like biting her neck, trying to play with her. But Luna was on mommy mode. You know, she was being kind of very overprotective of the dog. She wasn't in a playing mode at all. And basically, what happened was they got in a first fight. They got in two fights. The first fight, I like, I had to run downstairs because, you know, I was hearing the commotion and stuff. So I ran down, I split them up, and it was fine. They were separated in their cages. It was fine. Then, like, I would say, like, an hour later, maybe, um, I let them out, you know, to go outside. And because I thought they were fine, I thought they were chill again. But no, bro, they got in another fight. Worst dog fight I've ever seen, guys. And I've had a couple dogs throughout my life. I've seen dog fights, right? This is the worst dog fight I've ever seen, ever. It was horrible. Like, it was, I couldn't separate them either. I tried, bro, I tried separating them. I was throwing my chancla at them, trying to separate them because I'm not going to put my hands in there and, like, you know, get bit. So we had to pull them apart. If we didn't pull them apart, guys, they would have, like, killed each other. It was such a bad dog fight. And, like, usually they don't fight. That's the thing. But like I said, like, Luna was in mommy mode. She was like very alert and she did not want to play. And damn, it was worst dog fight I've ever seen. Fucking very traumatic day yesterday. For me, my mom, I mean all of us. And we ended up actually needing to bring Luna to the hospital, to the vet hospital, because her eyelid actually got ripped, so you could see the bottom of her eye. It was a bad dog fight. And she also had like a hole in her paw, like a gash basically. So she had to get that stitched up. But yeah, rough day yesterday. Crazy day. Crazy day. Yeah, that happened yesterday. And I'm not surprised either because on the stream yesterday, you guys could hear her, you know, barking. And she was very energetic yesterday. And I said it on the stream, like, you could go back and watch it. But yeah, that happened. So yeah, a rough day yesterday, but now I know. Now I know. Watching a dog fight is so bad because they're animals and, like, it's so hard to get in between that. You can't really just, like, put your hands in there and, like, separate them. You know, like a human fight. You could just easily, like, pull them apart, kind of. With dogs, it's like you could get bit, so it's harder to stop the fight. He's scary. My daughter just got her first job at a doggy daycare. I mean, as long as she stays safe, like it's nothing to worry about, but it's the dogs that gotta be scared, you know? The dogs could definitely get hurt in a dog fight. That's what scares me. But I mean, at a doggy daycare, well, it depends on how hers is, but most of the time they keep the dogs separate. Unless they have like a nice park kind of like a backyard and the dogs are friendly, then they let them play together. But we've left our dogs at a doggy daycare and what they do is they keep all the dogs kind of separate even when they go outside too. They have 80 dogs all in the backyard playing. Jeez. Oof. Well, I don't know. I would say the doggy daycare workers, the owners, they have to know like, how to avoid the dog fights. But yeah, I wouldn't be so worried as long as your daughter doesn't like try to separate a dog fight. But yeah, dog fights are the worst. I don't want to experience it again. Damn, I've had a rough year. Like dog wise. Like a couple months ago, my other dog, he had a seizure. And that was also very traumatic. I mean, I'm still kind of like shaken up by it too, till this day. Like sometimes I see him like I have to make sure like he's fine. And then the dog fight yesterday, now it's just like, damn. It's always gonna be like in the back of my mind. Especially since they play around a lot. Now when they play around, it's gonna be different because we're all gonna be thinking about that a dog fight can happen again. Here's the market open. Pretty slow open. Right off the bat, pretty slow open. I'm definitely looking more at Nasdaq. I want to see if it gets up to 773. I mean, I guess I'm also looking at this 30-minute demand zone as well. US 30 looks like it's headed straight up to this 30-minute zone. Hold on. Leo wants to come inside. I'll be right back. He's scratching at the door. Yo, he's so sassy. He's scratching at the door to come inside. All right, Nasdaq did tap the zone here. Boom. All right, let's see. I want to see how this 1 minute candle closes. I'll take a buy if it breaks this 1 minute wick here. Let's see if it does. Retesting the zone. I would take shorts if it closes below 65, 665. but I want to see how it closes. Okay, yeah, this looks like it's gonna close below the zone. I want to see if we get a retest. If we don't get a retest, it's gonna go straight to VWAP. Okay, here's kind of the retest. All right, I'm in a short here. This same candle kind of retested the zone and went back down. Wow, I got stopped out just like that. I'll probably call it a day. I really don't want to hit max loss limit today. I don't want to get chopped up like yesterday. That was tough. How's this 5 minute? Yeah, even the 5 minute closed out strong. Created this 5 minute supply zone. Okay, let's see. That was a nasty bounce, nasty fake out. It touched up on this 5 minute supply zone. Still below the 50% line of the 5 minute zone. But honestly, it's just a 5 minute zone, so I wouldn't be surprised if we pump right past it and then come up to this 1 hour zone. Or if we do actually reject this 5 minute zone, then I think we'd go down to VWAP. Trying to see if it stays below 730, which so far it is, but still in this area. All right, I'm in a short here on Nasdaq. This definitely be my last trade, whether it's a win or a loss. I do think this could come down to VWAP if it doesn't bounce at this area again. I'll go break even here. My bad, I just hit the microphone. If it really gets past this area here that we bounced off of earlier, I think we'll go down to at least 611. Got 3 more minutes for the 15-minute candle to close. I'm not gonna lie, the opening range is pretty small so far compared to the past couple days. So I feel like there is definitely lower volume. Yeah, it looks like we're kind of bouncing off of this area. All right, I got stopped out break even. I mean, I don't know. If I was to take another trade, which I'm not, but if I was, I'd wait because so far the 15-minute candle looks pretty bad. And there's low volume. I wouldn't force any trades just yet. Yeah, I would say we're headed up towards 775. I mean, we bounced off of this area twice. But that was it for me. I mean, I said it was going to be a quick stream, so this was the this was the quick stream here. I took one loss, one break even, and I'm going to keep it that way. I'm going to keep it that way. I definitely don't want to hit daily loss limit today. But yeah, I definitely be looking tomorrow how we react at this area here. If we actually end up rejecting it or breaking past it. I feel like if we break past this area, we'll be at all-time highs pretty soon. That's how I feel about it. But we'll see. Um Good luck to you guys if you're going to keep trading. I definitely be careful cuz I don't know, it kind of seems like there's not a lot of volume unless it starts picking up soon, which it looks like it kind of is. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go lay I'm gonna go lay down. My back is killing me. But yeah, have a good day. Have a good day. Don't be on the charts all day either. Take it slow.